what up now? This is the Noble Magus Tarot, and I'm coming at you on the 19th of April with a reading for Taurus. This is my third time doing this, and I done shuffled, I done cut, and the third time, I guess the third time is a charm, because the other two times, this shit just wasn't no good. So, also, if you're new to my channel, I do a lot of readings like in the public, in cafeteria type places, and kind of like where a lot of my subscriber count come from. But anyway, I'm starting to upload some of these videos, so feel free to like, share, subscribe, share them on, Facebook, wherever you, or share them with people that you think may help them, people with these placements and, and they sign. Also, every reading may not, resonate or line up with your particular situation in your life. Sometimes, like this is a Taurus reading. You may not be a Taurus. You may have Taurus somewhere in your chart, or you may be simply dealing with somebody that's a Taurus or have Taurus placements in their chart. So everything ain't for everybody. So I just say get in where you fit in. If this resonates, if this is your story, good, because there's millions of people in the world, and there's, countless people watching YouTube. So if it don't fit you, it fits somebody. So what I had here though, I had shuffled, I had cut the cards and everything, and I was having this little problem with my camera. So this is the third time. I'm not changing anything. I'm gonna leave it the way it was. Only thing I'm gonna do is go back over the top row. I use the bottom row to clarify everything. After I pulled out, it was just a simple 4-card spread. And I came up with the 10 of Pentacles, on the first rip. And 10 of Pentacles deals with material wealth, family coming together, commitment, things that have to do with family, generational things. As you can see, the mother and the father on the card, the children, the grandparents, the pets. So this is a structural card of family, wealth, material possession, coming together, building something. So then we got the Queen of Cups right after that. This is a very specific queen. She is very loving, very kind, very passionate. You can't actually gain access to this queen. I mean, she's very intuitive. So it ain't like she's just so loving you can just bullshit her or whatever. That's not gonna happen. She's very, very intelligent, very wise, very graceful, very loving. You ain't gonna pull one over on her. And she's very in control of her emotions. She's not she don't swing off the hinges and go crazy, when things don't go her way. She's very poised, very calculated, very intelligent. Okay, and then we got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is, you're dealing with the raw truth. You're dealing with clarity, conciseness, no bullshit. And you know what? If my language offends anybody, you probably don't want to subscribe to the Noble Magus Tarot, because I do cuss, and sometimes I cuss a whole fucking lot. So, you might want to move on down the street to the next channel. If profanity offends you, I make no apologies for my expression. It's part of me, it's part of who I am, part of how I express myself. But anyway, moving on, we got the Sun card. The Sun card is, dealing with Leo. So top row now, we got Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we got, the Sun card. dealing with Leo. Could also be other fire signs too, Sagittarius, Aries, you know. But it's looking as though there's I want to say a choice, like, you know, or someone contemplating commitment or offering something. I don't know if any of you in this type of position, somebody offering you stability, offering you a commitment, you thinking about coming together with somebody, you know, in a commitment, you know, put the shoe on where it fit. Bottom row, I clarified the Ten of Pentacles with the Hermit card. And, you know, the Hermit is symbolic of Virgo. The Hermit is a very spiritual card. He's looking within, deep within himself, reflecting on his innermost thoughts and innermost feelings. Instead of running his mouth and being all caught up with other people, telling his business, he's by himself. He's looking within. He's examining his own heart. He's examining his own mind, his emotions, you know. You know, because sometimes we can go through life dealing with shit, and man, we can be so fucking busy sometimes, you don't even know how the fuck you feel about shit. Real talk. So, you know, sometimes you have to take that time to reflect away from people, you know, where you can be quiet, where you can hear your own self think for a change, you know. And that's what this Hermit is doing. He's reflecting within his own self, coming up with the answers from within himself. And truth be told, that's where most of your answers and your guidance is going to come from. You know, you're connected to the Most High, you're connected to the universe. So it's kind of like no need to look outside yourself for answers. All the answers you need are right within your own self, you know, for those of you that's on that level. Next to that, we got the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a very grounded individual, very good with finances, business. Usually he's a married person, about their coin, about their bag, you know, quick to handle business, can be a little stubborn, you know, can be a little stubborn. And on the negative aspect, the King of Pentacles could be, I mean, if you're a negative, if you flowing in like negative energy, you know, that can differentiate the card itself, the energy itself, you know. You could be a tyrant. You know, if you operate on a low vibe, the King of Pentacles could be a fucking tyrant. You know what I'm saying? But in this reading, I'm more getting that it's more of a choice. It's more like something on the table to be chosen. It's something, something that hangs in the balance. You know, something that's heavy on somebody's mind. And it came out to be third party too, because I came up with the Empress. When I clarified the sword, the Ace of Swords, I came up with the Empress. You know, she's very abundant, very fruitful, very sensual, energetic, very complete. You know, she wants for nothing. She has everything. Man, you know, and she didn't get here just sitting on that damn throne, you know, looking pretty, wearing the crown of stars. She earned that, you know, a necklace of pearls, and sitting in her garden, chilling, with streams of water rolling, you know, behind her and everything. You know, she is the enigma of all the queens. She's all queens wrapped up into one. She's the Empress. She runs the empire, you know, adjacent to the Emperor. But the fact that the Ace of Swords came out on top, you know, crowning her, is like the ultimate truth. So then we had the Judgment card that came out when I clarified the Sun card. You know, and the Sun is clarity. You know, the Sun is clarity. The Sun is vibrant. You know, it's illuminating. Things that are unclear are made clear. You know, and crowning Judgment is a hell of a message. You know, it's just like clear and plain. Man, once the Empress came out, You know, the reading really was over with. You know, with the sword crowning her, the reading was really over with. I could end it now. I could end it before I even pull the judgment card out. But the judgment card, you know, that put the icing on the cake. So to me, it looked like it's a third party situation going on. This King of Pentacles probably got himself in some shit where, you know, he's reflecting, he or she is reflecting on what they need to do. They got the Queen of Cups crowning them. And then next to the King of Pentacles is the Empress with the sword crowning her. So it's like, you know, damn. And next to her is the Judgment. So I don't know who this is for, but if you're dealing with, this is what? Virgo, yeah, Earth. I don't know if you're dealing with people with Earth in their chart, you know, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, everything almost is on the board, you know. So however these placements fit and fall in your life or your person's life or anybody that you're dealing with, however they fall, let it fall as it may. But if this, resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe, share it on social media, you know, talk about it with whoever's involved with this, you know, with them, you know, conversate about it. Because it looks like there's some type of a commitment or some type of a choice to be made. And, judgment is being called on it. So, I don't know. You know, it could go a couple different ways. It could be somebody getting cut out. It could be somebody calling judgment. You know, somebody could be, you know, the King of Pentacles could be dragging his feet, making a decision. You know, it's just a few different ways it can go. And since it's not my life, you know, I leave it up to you to decipher through what I just put out. You know, I just read the cards. You know, I'm intuitive, I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient. I have a gift of far sensing. You know what I'm saying? I can pinpoint stuff like way off. I can tell you like what's going on, what's going to happen way before it happens. Just give me a little glimpse, just a little piece. So, not bragging or, you know, being boastful or anything, but I'm here on YouTube to help. I'm here on YouTube to, to guide, assist in your spirituality, you know, maybe answer questions, you know, personal growth. You know, I've been through quite a few things myself. I run a business. I love tarot, and this was something that I just started doing, I'd say about 2 years ago. Doing a lot of studying of astrology and, you know, all the planets and, you know, really getting my thing, honing in on my craft. So, you know, I'm on YouTube and I just wanted to share this particular reading. I'll be doing weekly readings and weekly and bi-weekly. I'll be covering career. I'll be covering probably even daily horoscope, you know, daily energy. And I may not do love readings, I don't know, because it seems like that's what everybody wants, and it's like people just be on here telling people anything sometime, and I ain't into that. My thing here, I'm gonna tell you what's what. I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. You know, whatever I'm getting, that's what I'm gonna tell you, good or bad. You know, it's all about growth anyway, so, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, so. But that's all I got for you, Taurus. Please like, share, subscribe. Come back again and visit the Noble Magus Tarot. Thanks, and peace, love, and light.